Um, yes.
Let the games begin.
Hi. Hi, Daniel. So, yeah, Daniel, if you're still here, I've been watching all of the
speed up the time that you watch YouTube videos by 1.5 times or 2 times, then you'll save a ton of time.
David Schroeder nonsense.
2 hours later.
Psychological warfare, little games that is being played on me. I say these things because Terry, do you post pictures stating you went to the hairdresser? Yes, I do, all the time. Terry, why do you post pictures stating you went to the hairdresser and sent the fabulous selfie in the hairdressers to own these slow burgers? That would show them your hair is totally real. Daniel, I posted pictures of me with wet hair. I almost, the last time I went to get my haircut, I was going to ask her to take a picture. But yeah. I mean, I do it kind of tongue in cheek, like this is my hair. The whole hair thing is just absolutely, it's stupid. Like, if I had a wig, if I was wearing a wig, if my hair wasn't real, I would tell you it's not real. Right? But I've taken pictures of my hair wet. My hair changes, the colors change, the cuts change. It's part of it. But my feeling is, if somebody's saying it, if they're saying it and they're, obviously talking crap about me while they're saying it, like David Schroeder, then for me, they are just live stream next time you go. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will. I should probably live stream my haircut next time. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I'll just make sure that my hairdresser's okay with maybe being on camera. I'll ask her to see. But my next haircut I think is next month or the beginning of April. I think I pushed it off like a little bit longer this time. I know Sugar has no hair. I know. And I want to say too, he's probably gonna do another one of them. But he wants people to think that he's not creepy or anything like that. But he keeps doing videos of himself in the bathtub. Like, I just find that to be, it's like, is that somebody that you would let babysit your kids? That's doing YouTube videos of themselves in the bathtub? Like, I find that. Well, I know they do. Modern Nomad. I know they do it to mess with me. But my point is whoever is saying it is part of it. So when Schroeder is saying it, he's saying, oh, these people, they're all going to implode on each other. They're all going to, come back and, blah, 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 blah. And, they are, as if it's us. Like basically Schroeder, like Daniel's here, Modern Nomad's here, Aiken Drum's here, the Compound's here. We're all here. We're supposed to be imploding on each other. It doesn't really, well, I know. They think it bothers me. I personally, it's kind of weird, and sometimes I laugh about it. Like, when I told my mom this, she started laughing. I know it's funny. I know it's funny. It's weird, but it's funny. But it's just like when they say it, then I go, well, now I know who you are. You know what I mean? It's like, now I know, what you're doing. Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous. Yeah, the dark is taking us over. Every time he says that, when I'm watching one of his videos, sometimes it'll be in the morning and having my coffee, and then I'll go, you are the dark.
They will spend an eternity asleep, doing to themselves in their own nightmares what they were so willing to have inflicted on others. And in the end, anyone who spends an eternity in the dark will find their fear of God.
Because, I'm watching, all of it. So, but honestly, though, I'm not, the darkness takes me over once a day when thinking about Sugar in the Tub. Yeah, it's,
the darkness takes me over once a day when thinking about Sugar in the Tub.
I'll have to ask my accountant about that.
and people, doing all this stuff, then there is actually like, really, these are the people that are the ones who are supposed to be saving kids? No, that's the circus. That's the distraction. Because if they were actually really like trying to like help children, they wouldn't have time to be doing what they're doing. That's just absolutely logical. And in my opinion, and I'm entitled to have one, my feeling is David Schroeder has been grifting for a really long time, and he carelessly points fingers at people, and he keeps trying to do the same, like, when I talk about the wig, well, the same narrative is the same thing with Corey Daniels and Daniel Doud. It's the same story over and over again. OG Mitch R does it on, his channel. And, coincided. Watch the timing of like an OG Mitch R video and then something that, Denise or Schroeder says, and you will see. I've actually even noticed that they'll in patterns, Hoax, Denise, Jedi, they'll be on Jason Goodman for a while.
I can't get a fucking job. Google my fucking name.
They'll be on Ellen Benjamin for a while. They'll be on so-and-so. It'll be Craig Sawyer. And there'll be a definite pattern on their talking points. It's like they got a memo.
It's false. No way. Not this time.
And, in the memo they went, okay, so this week we want you to talk about Craig Sawyer. And then there are other players in this that start DMing you on X, and they act like they're your friend, and they're giving you information and stuff like that. But what they're doing, and then they'll bait you on the talking points that they're going to start talking on. And I've watched that happen more than once. I'll get like a little buzz about Craig Sawyer or so-and-so, or they'll ask me, what do you know about so-and-so? And then I'll go, well, this is all I know. And, I'm not talking about it. But I'll see all of a sudden, 2 or 3 days later or so, boom, they're all talking about it. I've seen that happen too. Right?
It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale.
Maybe that should be a word out to everybody on the internet that if you do live streams, there's a possibility somebody might take a personal interest without you even knowing them from anyone else on the planet and just ruining your fucking life because they don't like you.
James